let's attack the brand new level 15 archer tower and the new geared up short range archer tower with mass armies of every single troop. What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to this video where we are attacking the brand new level 15 geared up archer tower with every single troop. Now we're going to start off with the Barbarians, throw them at the normal archer tower and the brand new geared up archer tower to see how every single troop fares. Now this is the developer build, guys. That is how we're able to get this update gameplay. Let's dive straight into this because you're all anticipating each and every one of these troops. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and hitting the notification bell next to that will mean you get notified with each and every one of my videos. Let's get into this, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you do enjoy it. Okay, guys, so how this will go is we have the normal level 15 archer tower set to long range at the top and the brand new geared up archer tower from the builder base at the bottom. So we will bring in one Barbarian at each archer tower. You can see the long range one getting into action there, taking down the Barbarian very quickly. However, the short range taking it down even quicker once they get within that radius. So for the short range archer tower there, much more effective once the Barbarians get into that range. You can see the short range one firing them off, no problem. Let's start to get a few more in, otherwise I feel this could be a very, very lengthy video. So as we throw the Barbarians in here, once they start to get so close, they will overwhelm it. But check out that brand new short-range archer tower just powering through the Barbarians. The long-range tower is down, guys. And the short-range one, because it has that higher fire rate, once the Barbarians actually get into its range, is able to take them down. But the Barbarians will get their revenge. Let's surround it and move on to the archers. So we move on to the archers here, guys. Archers versus archers. Let's make it fair and put 3 in because there are 3 archers standing on top of them towers. The archer tower at the bottom, just deadly here. Once they get into that range, just check out the firepower. I mean, that is where the geared up archer tower really comes into play, in that it has the shorter range, but once the troops do get within that range, it takes no time to take them out. You can see shredding through the archers at the bottom, whilst the archers at the top, granted they may have been 1 or 2 extra, just get so much more damage onto that archer tower at the top. Now the reason I have the towers so far apart, guys, is just so that the archer tower at the top, the long range tower, doesn't start taking out the archers at the bottom. Now just look at how quick it is in taking them archers down. Let's go and finish it off so we can move on to the giants. I am sure that most of you are heavily anticipating the giants, so let's get into it so we can see these archer towers in action. The long range one really shooting at the giant first thing there, but check out the short range. Even though the giant didn't get targeted until it was a little bit closer, the archer tower at the bottom getting so much more damage and taking it out so quick. These are both level 15 archer towers, guys, but the one at the bottom is set to the low range, so it is the brand new geared up archer tower. It takes out 2 giants by the time the one at the top even gets onto the second one. Now obviously, guys, this is within a setup base. There's not actually any other defenses targeting the archer tower, so it's quite obvious that the smaller archer tower will do well because the giants are going to move right into that smaller range. But let's move on to the goblins. Now we move on to the goblins, guys, the heavily anticipated goblins. They're going to go down pretty quick, but again, once they get in range of that short tower, it will just shred through the goblins. So let's put quite a few more in so you can really see it in action. The one at the bottom there, the new geared up cannon, just making ends meet of the goblins, still has over half health, whilst the archer tower at the top is destroyed. That is how strong the brand new geared up cannon is once you actually get it within the situation that it can work. So remember, guys, when the other defenses and other buildings are distracting your troops in battle, this thing might not be shooting if it's at that short range. The brand new level 7 wall breakers come at these 2 archer towers to see if they can take it down. anyone that missed my Every CoC Troop versus the brand new level 5 Inferno Tower, I'll link it in the top right there now, but the wall breakers did surprisingly well in that video. Once they get up close, you can see, again, check out the damage on that long range archer tower, which hasn't been geared up. They're actually doing significant damage, but the short range geared up archer tower is able to take them out so much quicker. And again, guys, this is a side-by-side comparison. The short range is going to have more damage. That is why it has the disadvantage of the short range. And remember, you only get one of these geared up defenses, so you'll only be able to have one geared up level 15 archer tower at any one time within your base. Many of you will be heavily anticipating the balloons. How will your lava loon attacks be affected by the brand new short range archer tower? Well, you can see on the bottom there, they actually go down exactly the same time on that one. So very interesting. The archer tower at the top, able to start at that longer range and get the first balloon down at the same time. But you can see on this second one, the archer tower, brand new geared up archer tower, is able to take out two balloons without taking much damage at all. However, the archer tower at the top, the long range regular archer tower, actually went down to the two balloons. So the one at the bottom really benefiting from that extra damage. You can see just how powerful it is. Unfortunately goes down to the three balloons, but you can see just how much of a difference it will make. We now move on to the brand new level 8 wizards, guys. I'm personally very much looking forward to this one. Again, a single wizard goes down at about the same time in terms of the long range archer tower is able to get them initial shots in, but then as we move on to putting more troops within the map, you actually see where the short range gets its benefit in terms of that extra damage. But again, guys, this is a side-by-side comparison, and in a realistic attack, you would actually see the long range getting a little bit better because the troops would be distracted by other defenses and buildings, whilst the short range tower wouldn't be able to reach them troops. So that's the disadvantage, and how the regular archer tower is at a bit of a disadvantage in this side-by-side comparison, but it's all good fun to watch at the same time. Let's move on to the healers then, guys. So we know that the healers... Oh, I've put them too far away. What a noob. We know that the healers aren't going to take down these archer towers, but we'll just kind of compare them here so you can see how much quicker the short range archer tower is. Now you can see that the healer at the top is probably at about double the health in terms of how quickly it goes down. So let's just check this out. I'm guessing the one at the bottom here is going to roughly take out two healers in the time it takes the long range archer tower to take out one. So there you are, guys. The short range archer tower is roughly, not quite, but roughly twice as strong as the long range archer tower. It has approximately double the DPS, but it just has that shorter range. We move on to the dragons, guys, and I'm not sure whether the archer towers are going to be able to take these heavy-hitting dragons down. Let's just see if they can. So they get onto the archer towers. The short-range tower there doing massive work, but not quite enough to get that dragon down. The brand new, ever fearsome level 6 PEKKA coming forward to the archer towers. If you missed my PEKKA versus King video, the epic battle, make sure to check it out in the top right. Both of them going to work on the archer towers, and they go down in a flash. Now the baby dragons, let's just see if the short range archer tower can indeed take the baby dragons down. So they're getting to work heavily on these archer towers. Oh, it was a close battle. The short range archer tower very, very nearly took out that baby dragon. So we have been flying the last few troops. Now we are onto the miners. The short range archer tower clearly going to have the advantage here because the long range archer tower cannot get its shots off onto the miner until it pops up. So there you are, guys. The short range archer tower having approximately double the health left of that miner. Let's send a couple of them in so we can see if you are getting hit by mass miner style attacks, then the short range archer tower, the brand new gear up from the builder base, will be beneficial. It managed to take out two miners whilst the long range got absolutely destroyed. We now move on to the Dark Elixir troops. Make sure to leave me a comment with which troop you enjoyed the most out of the Elixir troops and which one you're most looking forward to of the Dark Elixir troops. So the minions here not having much of a chance due to their low health, getting taken out by the Archer Towers relatively quickly, especially that brand new geared up Archer Tower. The long range taking a bit of damage because the minions, as they get closer, it is just too slow to take them down. You can see the brand new geared up Archer Tower shredding through them there, whilst the long range Archer Tower, the regular one, goes down to their minions as one more comes in. Not quite enough to take down this brand new geared up Archer Tower. Make sure you get this thing upgraded once you get the update, guys, because as you can see, it is deadly. We move on to the heavily anticipated Hog Riders. As they move forward again, the short range Archer Tower getting to work, not really taking any hits from the Hog Rider, whilst the long range Archer Tower takes about a quarter of damage, so it still has quite a bit of health. But as we put 2 in, you can see it is going to go down to the Hog Rider, whereas the brand new geared up Archer Tower is victorious. As the Hog Rider comes forward, it takes so much damage, doesn't even get a single hit onto the Archer Tower. Look at how quick they are. It is absolutely brilliant, guys. We move on to the final few troops, and the Valkyries are definitely going to be fearsome against these Archer Towers. The one at the top getting brilliant damage onto the regular Archer Tower. Is a single Valkyrie going to take it out? Not quite, guys. As we move 2 of them in, the Archer Tower at the top definitely going to go down. Let's zoom in onto this new geared up cannon. Not quite enough to get them Valkyries down. Now I think we can be pretty confident that the Golems are going to be able to take these Archer Towers down. Let's zoom in as they move forward. The one at the top, the regular Archer Tower, very slow against the Golem. They are going to get quite a bit of damage onto the Archer Towers here. It's just whether the Archer Towers can do enough damage. Now the Archer Tower at the bottom, the brand new geared up Archer Tower, is doing a phenomenal job, but I think it is just going to lose this battle. You can see the Golems taking the Archer Towers out almost simultaneously. Definitely excited about this one, guys. The Witches. Let's see whether the new geared up Archer Tower with that extra firepower has enough to get through the Witches. It locks straight onto the Witch and takes it straight down. The one at the top there did as well, but I feel as we put 2 in, the Archer Tower at the bottom with that shorter range will be able to lock onto them Witches so much quicker. Will the Archer Tower at the top, the regular Archer Tower, be able to keep up with the speed of these Witches? It doesn't look like it's going to be able to, but the Archer Tower at the bottom also gets overpowered by 2 Witches. Now, similar to the Golems, the Lava Hounds have so much health, they're going to take a beating off these Archer Towers. It's just how much they can actually do. So the Lava Hounds don't do too much damage, but when the Archer Tower pops the Lava Hound, actually, the Lava Pups will then do a significant amount of damage. So in this side-by-side comparison, again, not necessarily completely realistic in terms of an actual attack, but I think the long-ranged Archer Tower will actually win this one, because the short range is going to pop that Lava Hound any second, and the Lava Pups will probably just take over. Will it actually take them down? It's not quite got enough, whereas the long-range Archer Tower is still working on that Lava Hound, and it just doesn't have enough to take it down. The Lava Pups from the short range are going to move across and finish that tower off. Now we move on to the final troop of this video. Make sure to leave me a comment down below if you have made it all the way through. The bowlers are coming forward. Let's see how they fare against these level 15 Archer Towers. Wow, they went down pretty quickly actually, especially to that brand new geared up tower. It just shredded through them bowlers. Will 2 of them get any shots in? The long range taking 1, not quite 2 shots. Let's start putting a few more bowlers in just to see what happens with the Archer Towers. The long one definitely got a lot to go through here in terms of the bowlers. It might end up going down. The short range one just about survives. Check that out, guys. It just managed to be quick enough to go through the bowlers. So that will wrap it up for this video in terms of every single troop versus the brand new Archer Towers. How about, as a bit of fun, we put the king in there so you can see side by side how they fare. Okay guys, so as a bonus round, here we are, the Barbarian King versus both Archer Towers together. The long range and the short range getting to work on that King. We're not going to press his ability. Are they going to take it down? It is definitely a close battle here. The King might just come out on top, and he indeed does. How about we do the Queen as well, guys? Okay guys, so this will definitely be the final round of this video. The Archer Queen versus the Archer Towers. Some more Archer on Archer action. The Archer Queen getting to work there, but actually the short range Archer Tower goes ahead and finish her off. That is just fantastic. Let's bring in the Warden to finish off that short range Archer Tower. That will wrap up this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out guys.
Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.